everyone, thank you for attending the course Applied Translation. In this class, we will learn about electronic tools for translators in the information age. Today, we are going to talk about computer-assisted terminology management. Why do we need computer-assisted terminology management tools? Professional translation is mostly technical translation. Technical translator is forced to keep up with the many fast and significant changes that are taking place in the fields of information technology, manufacturing, business, medicine, biotechnology, and so on. For example, you are going to translate the menu of a sophisticated e-commerce program. You had better to be familiar with computers, software, the internet, and some business terms. You will have to be an expert in quickly finding the information that you are lacking. According to some studies, the search for terminology can take up to 75% of translators' time. In order to use your time efficiently, you should set up a database very early in your career. This should be a database in which you gather all the terminologies that you come across during your studies and in your professional life. Such terminology management, TM, basically enables you to put together your own specialized encyclopedic dictionary on your PC. It can best be done by using computer-based management system, such as a multi-term. Terminology management is a generic term for the documentation, storage, manipulations, and the presentation of specialized vocabulary. In this class, we will briefly discuss the various ways of managing terminology. We will then see in detail how to use specific TM system. Form of terminology management can range from file cards to hypermedia system. There are several ways of keeping track of terminology. Here we will list the various choices available to translators, indicating their advantages and disadvantages. We start with the simple approaches, gradually moving up to the technically more advanced forms. In general, the following method can be used to keep track of terminology. They are the following ways: file cards, list in word processors, Word, spreadsheets, Excel, terminology management system, multi-term or term box. We will look at each of these in turn. For many translation students, the list of their shortcomings shows why they should no longer be used, neither in translation, training, nor in the applied translation. Their disadvantages are the following: slow access, time-consuming data maintenance, limited space. The use of word processors to store terminology has several advantages that make it quite popular among translation professionals. Their advantages are the following: no need to buy and learn new application, widely used, no problems with compatibility, easy cooperation between text production and terminology management. Their disadvantages are the following: limited option for presenting and sorting the data on screen. Since the search is linear, it is slow in large files. The use of spreadsheet applications such as MS Excel has become very popular in translation agency. This is probably because Excel spreadsheets are used by many software companies to record the translation of their programs. Their advantages are the following: low need to buy or learn a new application, widely used, low problem with compatibility, easy cooperation between text production and terminology management. Just start both applications. Then switch between name using task bar or the shortcut button Alt plus Tab key combinations. Their disadvantages are limited option for presenting and sorting data on screen, poor representation of the search result. The advantage and disadvantage below clearly indicate that the use of database system is the most effective solution. There are a great variety of these terminology management systems. Multi-term will be described in detail below. Their advantages are concentration on translation relevant functions, fast and flexible search, automated communication between database and word processor. Their disadvantage are limited usage, low address or order management, high price. After learning their advantage and disadvantages, we are going to learn how to use TMS. When using a TMS, managing your language data, your first step will be to create a database that will serve as collocation point for all the data you come across in your daily work. Basically, there are two ways to build terminology database: with 13 terminology data and entering data into your TMS, importing existing databases into your TMS. We can now start importing terminology data. Most freelance translators or other language professionals do not have enough time to build a terminology database from scratch. It is essential to know how to import data into your TMS. A number of preparatory tasks must be performed to ensure that the data is imported properly. So, how to import data from a word processor? Before you actually import data from word processor into a multi-term database, you have to follow a two-step preparatory process. Define a database into which the data is to be imported. Create an import file using a word processing application. I will show you how to operate it in this video. Multi-term offer various search options for retrieving terminology data. The simplest option is to enter your search term in the search field. You can also perform a global search using one or several wildcard characters. The asterisk functions as a wildcard character, a special symbol that stands for one or more characters. This enables you to search for terms that have same stem, for example, dialogue, or the same ending, box. The search result or the matching entries, up to 50 at a time, are collected in a hit list. Why do I need to export terminology data? Exporting data from existing database may be necessary for a number of reasons. For a translator, they need to back up terminology data. As with any other application, it is essential to back up your databases on a regular basis. It can serve the purpose of creating word lists, glossary, or dictionaries. They can be used of distributing terminology data. Since terminology data is one of the most significant raw materials a language professional makes use of, it is often guarded jealously. Nonetheless, there might be some occasions on which you need to forward or distribute your terminology data. For example, if you're part of a team of translators collaborating on a large translation project, there are some tasks for you to do today. List the various forms of computer-assisted terminology management and discuss their advantages and disadvantages. Using multi-term, build a new database covering your working language, the area of specialization. Thank you for your watching.